Andimba, the Godfather who carried light. Namibia Bedtime Stories, Episode 4. Junior, my boy, come closer. Get comfortable under your blanket. Tonight's story is about someone very special. Someone I call your Godfather. Even though he left this world before you arrived, his name was Andimba Toivo, and he was one of the bravest men Namibia has ever known. What I mean was he actually passed away after you were born, Milton. But this story isn't only about bravery. It's about kindness, forgiveness, and how a heart can stay warm even when the world tries to make it cold. Before you were even 3 months old, a woman named Vicky Ernstine Toivo, the wife of Andimba, came to see you. She brought you a Namibian present, a cube box, like on the market people get selling in Namibia also, for you to match pieces into. It's locally handmade. It was a little round thing, and you'll put squares in and circles and stars. And then she rubbed money under your tiny nose. That's a Novambu's tradition, a blessing to say. May this child never struggle. May he always know abundance. And Limba wasn't there in person, but his spirit was. That's why I call him your godfather, because his family blessed you first, and because his life is a lesson worth carrying. Long before you were born, Andimba was a young boy in the north. He herded cattle, ran barefoot through the dust, and listened to the elders tell stories under the stars, just like I hope you're listening now. He loved these people so much that he wanted them to be free, free to speak, free to learn, free to dream. But in those days, freedom was not something everyone was allowed to have. One day, because he spoke up what was right, Andimba was taken far away up to a place called Robben Island. Remember when we were at Tiana's wedding, I even showed you that place there. It was a hard place, cold, windy, full of stones that prisoners had to break with their hands. Not quite sure about that part. Anyway, Andimba stayed there for 16 years. Milton, 16 birthdays, 16 Christmases, and 16 years of waking up and seeing the same gray walls. If you were there in Milton, you might have asked him, Uncle Andimba, aren't you angry? And maybe that's my thought. He would have smiled his quiet smile and said, anger is heavy. I must stay light so I can go home. Every morning, the gods try to make him feel small. Every night, the cold tried to make him lose hope. But Andimba had a secret. He carried Namibia in his heart. He remembered the smell of mahangu cooking. He remembered the sound of children laughing. He remembered the warm hands of his mother. He remembered the songs of his people. And he told him, his people, and he told himself like this: one day I will go home. And when I do, I will not carry anger with me. I will carry peace. After many years, peace, yes, Milton. The gate, it's going live, ne? The gates finally open. And Nimba walks out, thinner, older, but still standing tall. People expected him to shout, to blame, to demand revenge, but he didn't. He looked at the world with calm eyes and said, "We must build, not break. We must forgive, not fight." Junior, Milton, imagine it. You're only, what, 11 now? 16 years taken from him, and he still chose peace. When he returned home, he worked to build a Namibia where children like you could grow up safe, curious, and free. He believed that freedom is not complete unless it is shared. He believed that forgiveness is stronger than anger. He believed that the nation is a family and families must care for one another. And that is the gift he left for you. Not a toy, not money, but a story of a man who refused to let darkness win. And this is why I write the story. So tonight, as you close your eyes, remember your godfather, the godfather of Namibia, Andimba. Remember that he walked through storms but kept his heart warm. Remember that he chose peace even when he had every reason to be angry. Remember that you carry a blessing from his family, the blessing of abundance, courage, and kindness. Excuse me. And maybe, just maybe, you can whisper a promise. I'll write it down or put it here over the bedroom door. I will grow up. I will grow up kind. I will grow up with a heart that stays light. So good night, Milton. Sleep well under the same stars that once shone over your godfather and ours. His story is now yours.